Thanks for watching Crokinole Centre. We have another quarterfinal here for you from the 2022 Ontario Doubles Crokinole Championship as Fred and Justin Slater, the 4 seeds in this playoff, take on the 5 seeds Roy Campbell and Paul Brubacher. And Brubacher now will get this match started off, and he will score an open 20 with his first shot. Justin Slater for the response, and he scores as well. Roy Campbell's the first to miss. Fred Slater could see a short ricochet 20 here. This one is in the wheelhouse. Oh, but it's just a fraction off the line. A hanger 20 chance for Paul Brubacher now. But he can't score it. Doesn't get the takeout either. So the Slaters now sit 2 discs on the board. That one is close to the hole though. Roy Campbell could look for a 20 here. And he scores it. Good shot. No takeout again. So the Slaters do have those 2 dark blue discs on the board. Fred Slater misses that one to the right. Paul Brubacher now with a chance perhaps to score another 20. Looks like that's what he's going for. I think this is only on for the touch. And that's what he gets. A good touch 20 there, although Justin Slater has an open board. But he misses the 20. He's left a hanger chance for Roy Campbell. They do sit the rather imposing 4 discs on the board. Roy Campbell discussing a hide, but opting for the takeout 20, which he was unable to convert. Fred Slater gets a good hit and stick there.
Okay. Thanks for the day.
Oh, I'm not sure what Brubacher was looking at there, but that is certainly not what he wanted. As he loses his shooter to the outside, loses shooter off the board entirely, and the Slaters are still sitting 4 discs on the board, and now they've cut their 20 deficit to just 1. So that is a big swing toward the Slaters. Campbell, I think he may have been thinking about the hide, but it wasn't really in a good position for it. Fred Slater now will hope to come through here and sit the 4 discs again, but he loses one of his own. So Brubacher now looks like he's eyeing up this double takeout maybe, and he gets it. In the blink of an eye, the Slaters go from down to 20, yes, but with 4 discs on the board to now facing 2 of their opponents. And that miss from Justin Slater will allow Campbell and Brubacher to sit 3 on the board. Unless Roy Campbell scores that follow-through 20. What a great shot. Fred Slater sticks that one, forces Brubacher through Hogan's Alley here. He's lining it up and makes a good takeout there. Justin Slater will be pushing for a follow-through 20. It's off the line, a little bit too straight. Roy Campbell just make it disappear, and he clears house. So that leaves Fred Slater with an inconsequential final shot. He misses, but Roy Campbell and Paul Brubacher have taken the first 2 points of this match against the hammer. Justin Slater now will start off this second round as the Slaters look to rebound from giving up the steal in round 1. Justin scores the open 20. Roy Campbell for the response comes up well short. It is left between the pegs though, so a tricky shot through Hogan's Alley for Fred Slater. Slides to his left to take it and gets a very strong takeout there. Not only to get rid of the opponent's disc, but to leave very little for Paul Brubacher to shoot for. Justin Slater just tried to move that one away, did not want to leave his shooter that close to the hole. Chance for Campbell, but doesn't get takeout or 20. Leaving the Slater disc on the board was not at all what he wanted, and this is a great takeout 20 chance for Fred Slater. He converts it, and now that missed takeout is looming large in this round. They decide just to peel it. Brubacher is able to make the peel, but that puts Justin Slater back to an open board, and he scores again. Roy Campbell. And Campbell and Brubacher really need to keep the open 20 pressure on, but a miss from Campbell there will not get that done. Fred Slater across to the left. But he has given up a 20 to Campbell and Brubacher. They're still in a decidedly advantageous position, but that gift 20 is going to make this a little bit more competitive than I think the Slaters would have wanted. Brubacher probably looking to pull this off a peg, but misses everything. So another open board here, Justin Slater. He scores 4 20s to 1. There's Roy Campbell with the open board as well. Scores the 20. Campbell and Brubacher really need a miss from their opponents here. Fred Slater not willing to offer it. Oh, and instead it's Paul Brubacher offering the miss as he sends that disc through the house. Justin Slater scoring the 20, and this is already just about out of hand. Roy Campbell going for something of a disruption tactic maybe, and he draws the miss from Fred. Paul Brubacher's going to need to take this down and score the 20 to keep his team in it, but it just stuck to it. Justin Slater rolls across. Roy Campbell now, as this round is out of reach. Just gets a stick there. Fred Slater eyeing up another takeout 20 in this round, and it's just off Paul Brubacher to wrap it up. And this match is tied at 2 points apiece as the Slaters steal right back. There were some solid shots in that round, but it was really the open 20 consistency from Fred and Justin Slater that led them to those 2 points. Roy Campbell will lead off round 3 here in this race to 9 quarterfinal, excuse me. And he scores the open 20 to start. Fred Slater comes up short. Advantage again to the team without the hammer. Brubacher could look for a short ricochet 20, but he catches a peg on the way in. Justin Slater with an open board, but he can't score either. So chances flying all over the place here as Roy Campbell powers a double takeout.
Yes.
Fred Slater will look to move his shooter in toward the middle here. And he's left that in a pretty good spot. This is a little bit tricky to hit from either side. That peg is pretty in the way for Paul Brubacher. But he makes a very solid takeout there through the pegs. Justin Slater happy to stick. Always patient are the Slaters in these long doubles rounds. Roy Campbell puts that one in a great spot. Very, very little to do with this one. Fred Slater will go through Hogan's alley again. He's been pretty sharp on these shots so far. Rolls out of the 15, but towards Justin, so... Oh, but barring that, a very good little roll over there from Paul Brubacher. The Slaters decide to roll toward Fred to keep the ability to score 20s alive in this round. Roy Campbell, though, putting that one in a great spot, as Justin himself just said. That is so mean.
Don't hide on me either. Maybe you should hide on Paul. Can you hide on Paul? Like, take it out and there.
Fred Slater just getting that takeout. I think he was trying to roll over a bit toward Roy Campbell there and leave his shooter hidden on Paul Brubacher. It's Justin doing very well to pull that one back off a peg. Roy Campbell loves to take those very thin 20 slices there, but he realizes that this one isn't on. Oh, and that was a deep breath of anxiety there as Campbell's shooter rolls out to a good spot, but can't get the takeout. Slater's call for a raise into the 10 here, and that's in a pretty good spot. They could be doubleable, though.
Or the double.
This is a big shot in the round here. This could easily go wrong. And that works. That was, I think, very much unintended, but that disc is almost perfectly hidden. As Justin Slater is looking at the angle through Hogan's Alley, that is extremely thin.
Well, can you come through there?
Fred Slater is suggesting that this line that Justin is drawing up right here may be available. I don't think it is. Even if it is technically, physically possible, it is so unbelievably precise. You are overwhelmingly likely to clip your own dark blue disc on the way through. I feel like the best path here is not to shoot at all, but Slater wrecks on his own. So Campbell and Brubacher up a 20, sitting a disc on the board. Roy Campbell looking for the open 20 here, which he scores. That is so huge. Fred Slater now with his last shot of the round had to roll in, try and score a 20. But now Paul Brubacher can just get rid of that, make that takeout, and that is going to be another 2 points stolen in this round. 3 straight steals to start out the match, and Campbell and Brubacher lead 4-2 after a tense round. Fred Slater will get us started here in round 4 as the Slaters look to rebound from another steal. But that first shot lipping out will not do them any favors. Paul Brubacher off to the left-hand side looking to convert the hanger 20. But it's just off, just a little bit too full on that one. Justin Slater now to the left as well, and he scores the 20. I think that one may have been a little bit easier than Brubacher's, but it still takes quite some making. Roy Campbell comes up short, so Fred Slater has a chance to score another 20. And he scores it. So the Slaters lead by 2. Paul Brubacher wants this one, and he gets it. So 2-1 now. Slater just to leave this one to the outside. That's really nicely placed. Just leaving no easy chances. Roy Campbell looking perhaps to power this one through. No, he just plays the self-assist. A little tap shot there, trying to leave a 20 chance for his partner. I'm not sure that just going for the touch 20 is the way to go here. And the way this blue disc is set up, it's not really close enough to score the 20 convincingly. And the lack of a takeout there makes the Slaters' job even easier. Really good roll there from Justin Slater, leaving absolutely nothing for either player, frankly. Roy Campbell to carve this into the middle, and he nearly scores a great long ricochet 20 there. What a lovely shot. Fred Slater, all he needs is the takeout here. Nothing too aggressive needed. Losing his shooter isn't the end of the world. A double takeout chance for Paul Brubacher here, which he cannot convert. Slater goes through his own and makes the takeout. He's not happy with it. He thinks he's left it a little bit too close. What is Roy Campbell eyeing up here, though? I think he's just looking at the 20 chance. But he jams it off a peg. A big miss there from Campbell. Leaves an open board for Fred Slater, although nothing easy. He may have to just tap his own up here, which he does for the 20. That's a big one for Fred Slater. The Slaters go up 2 20s in this round. Paul Brubacher with some good pace on that one. Campbell now looks like he's eyeing up something tremendous, and he gets it. A really nice in-off double takeout. Fred Fred Slater happy to just keep it to the simple takeouts. Brubacher eyeing up maybe the in-off. Running very low on shots here.
Who's hammered?
Two more shots.
Now the math has been run. The Slaters did not need to take their last shot, as the round is over, and they have completed the set. 4 rounds and 4 steals, so these two teams are tied at 4 points apiece. Back to the top in a tie game now, as Paul Brubacher's opening shot just lips out. Chances for Slater to roll to either side off of this. He tries to push it toward Brubacher, but can't get the takeout. No easy 20 chance for Campbell here. He could look for the jam, but doesn't.
Neither of those are very good, eh?
Fred Slater looking for the touch on this disc closest to the camera, but he comes up short. Chance for Brubacher now to get his team on the board, but it jams. 4 discs all in the 15.
I'm going to do it soft.
Yeah, great 20 chance for Justin Slater, but they decide he cannot take this with any pace or he would risk knocking his shooter out of the hole. A good 20 there. But now, still, loads of discs on the board. Chance for Campbell and Brubacher to sit a bunch. Oh my word. Roy Campbell takes his own on the way in and still makes the takeout. That is a bit fortunate, but a great shot nonetheless. Fred Slater pushing to get a double there, doesn't quite get it, but his shooter is left a little bit obscured. These situations are very difficult to play as, even as the team with the 4 discs, with the bunch of discs on the board. There's always risks of losing your own discs. Brubacher now, eyeing up the line through Hogan's Alley. This is the best way to get at that dark blue disc. He loses one of his own, but does make a takeout. Tried to disrupt these. Slater has a chance, and he scores. This round is trending the way of the Slaters, to be sure, as Fred Slater gets a good stick. No easy way to get at this shot. So what can Paul Brubacher make of this? He took it with a lot of pace there, but a really solid takeout. Justin Slater eyeing up the double and gets it. Rolls to a very fortuitous location as well. Campbell will have only the follow-through on this. And that's a pretty good follow-through to work that into the middle. No 20 though, so the Slaters' lead is untouched. Fred Slater makes a good double, but has left a 20 chance for Brubacher. The way he's taking it doesn't look like it's on for the takeout 20, but Brubacher still scoring the 20 there, which is paramount. They still trail by 1, and Justin Slater makes it 2 again. So as we're working our way down towards the last shots of this round, we may be in line for the first hammer hold of this match. As all Justin Slater has to avoid is giving his opponents a 20, which he has successfully done. As Roy Campbell lines up this takeout, gets a pretty good bounce off a peg there, but nothing doing. So Fred Slater with his last is inconsequential, and the first time in this match the hammer has been held, the Slaters take a 6-4 lead. Coming up now is a huge round in this match as Roy Campbell and Paul Brubacher have the hammer trailing 6-4. They really want to hold these 2 points. If they give up any points, then in the next round the Slaters will have a chance at winning the match. The first couple of open 20s drop. Fred Slater now to try and keep the string alive. But he's come up short. Advantage to Campbell and Brubacher in this first round of shots. Going for the 20 was Brubacher, but he's missed it. Chance for a takeout 20 on the right-hand side for Justin Slater, and he scores. Roy Campbell now. Really wanted to score that, but it's come up short. The advantage now swinging to the Slaters without the hammer. Through Hogan's Alley again, where Fred Slater has been sharp, and that's another very good one. Brubacher with no easy chance. Sticks that one too close to the hole. Justin Slater sliding off to the right again, and scoring a 20 again. He's left the Campbell and Brubacher disc in a very good spot as well, as even though Roy Campbell scores that one, this is a great chance for Fred Slater to hide. He just overhit that a bit though. So Brubacher to stick this through the pegs. Rolls over a little bit. So Justin can put this in a tricky spot, which he has. Really great spot there from Slater. Roy Campbell may just be best advised to roll into the house. And he's rolled through. So basically the same spot, the mirror location here.
Block him off. No, like if you just roll, if you just shoot it like this and roll to like this spot, you can't raise.
Justin Slater there drawing up the shot that he just took with his last.
Or this one.
Roy Campbell laying out a couple of different pegs that Brubacher could go for here. As Brubacher lines up this pivotal roll in. Oh my word, what a great try from Paul Brubacher. I didn't think that was even close to on, but Justin Slater, ruthless, cleans up the mess. And Roy Campbell now goes wide with his open 20 chance. It's a multi-20 lead for the Slaters. And that takeout made is going to put heaps of pressure on to Campbell and Brubacher now. They need 20s and they need them now. That's a great start from Brubacher, but an open board for Justin Slater, which he scores. Down through last shots each now. Roy Campbell needing a takeout in a 20, which he nearly got, just turned aside by the hole. Fred Slater just needs a takeout, and he gets it. So, a third straight steal for the Slaters, and they have an 8-4 lead. They are just a single point away from a spot in the semifinal. Roy Campbell to start out a must-win round for him and Paul Brubacher, and he starts it out with a 20. Fred Slater to the response, and he has missed it off the line. A takeout 20 chance for Paul Brubacher here, and he secures it. Very nice little takeout 20 there from Brubacher, but Justin Slater has been extremely sharp on his open 20s since after the first round. Campbell keeping the pressure on as well. Fred Slater is up to the task. Puts that opening miss out of his mind. And now as Paul Brubacher misses long, a chance for Justin Slater to tie up the 20 count. Yes. 3 20s apiece. Back to Roy Campbell with 4 shots left for each player in the round, and he scores the 20. Fred Slater keeping up. It's 4-4. And another miss coming from Brubacher here. Justin Slater does have a chance at the 20 from the left-hand side, but he doesn't need it because they're tied at 4. Justin Slater lining this up now and scoring the takeout 20. What a great shot from him. Roy Campbell Scores the open 20 though, so 5-5. Fred Slater barely gets that one to go. The weight was perfect, but the line was a little bit suspect. Another miss there from Brubacher. Leaves perhaps a chance to roll away for Justin Slater, but he takes it. Another one. That one, with absolute efficiency, scores the 20. Campbell misses. And this round, again, is starting to get out of hand here. Fred Slater looking for the takeout 20, doesn't get it. Paul Brubacher eyeing up the takeout. Roy Campbell noticing, though, that if Brubacher takes the simple takeout, Slater will be able to just hit that one in the 5.
Is it possible? Yeah.
Could there be an angle-in shot here?
Well, I don't care. We're down.
Roy Campbell asking his partner to pull out a miracle here. Paul Brubacher now. He needs a big one, and almost gets it. What a lovely shot from Paul Brubacher to almost score that miracle. But Justin Slater now can stick this one to the outside. Running low on shots here. Roy Campbell's going to need a really good one here. A double takeout and a roll into the middle. He gets a double takeout, but his shooter stays to the outside. Fred Slater now. Just needs a solid takeout. And that is what he gets. Paul Brubacher needs a miracle 20 to even force the Slaters to do anything with this. And he rolls his out. That is going to do it. Fred and Justin Slater secure a 10-4 victory, and they will advance to the Ontario Doubles Championship semifinals.